Greetings gamers, I'm LotusCrane. Today I'll be reviewing Endless Legend, a turn-based 4X style strategy game developed and published by Amplitude Studios and Iceberg Interactive. Now I've already played through the tutorial and a small size map using the cultists of the Endless, and I didn't play with all the— oh, that's right. Hold on. Since this is my second game, I think I'm ready to use all of the DLC. Where is it? There we go. I only played with the first two, which kind of add little bits, but don't add like an entire expansion worth of mechanics. So I'll go ahead and add shadows and shifters. But yeah, so Amplitude, you may know them for Endless Space, which is a little bit older. This game, I feel, it's closest to being somewhere between like Heroes of Might and Magic or Age of Wonders, with some elements from Endless Space. Endless Space being sci-fi, it had more similarities to things like Masters of Orion or Galactic Civilizations. I think I enjoyed Endless Space a little bit more. You would think, I mean, 4X is already kind of a clunky, very time-consuming, some might even say tedious genre. I'm only going to do this for about 20 minutes, but I feel like Amplitude really managed to take like the best parts of games like Heroes of Might and Magic or Age of Wonders with some of the elements obvious from Endless Space, and yet it's not overly complex or clunky. It's a little more streamlined somehow. But alright. Set up screen. Alright. Let's go from kind of small. And I already played as cultists. Oh, newsflash. I would not recommend playing as a cultist on anything other than like a tiny or maybe a small map if there's a lot of players. They have a lot of strengths, but their weakness is pretty significant. They can only ever control one city. Not only can they not build new cities, if you try to capture other players' cities, you raise them instantly. I mean, you gain resources and science, but yeah, they are literally just one city only, so that kind of limits your victory conditions. So sure, let's play as regular humans, or in this game, Vultures. One of the things I like about the lore in Endless Space and Endless Legend is, even though you can see some similarities or parallels to other fantasy mythologies, it's a little more than just generic elf, dwarf, etc. Okay. Wow, I said I was only spend like 20 minutes on this video, and I think we already burned like 4 minutes or something. I don't know. I don't have like a little counter here. I could be wrong. It could be 3 or 5 minutes. I won't know until after I've uploaded and published this video and reviewed the timer and it's, oh, whoops. Well, I guess I was off on my time. It's like when I'm playing I Am Setsuna and I say, oh, I think I've been playing for about 2 hours, and it's really been like 3 hours or only an hour and a half. So I guess it's procedurally generating a world.
Our legend spoke of a great journey beneath the stars.
Oh, the story between Endless Space and Endless Legend, and I think also Dungeon of the Endless, they're all kind of loosely connected. I mean, you can certainly play and experience the story of each game separately, but if you play all three, you get to see like how they kind of connect to each other. Like this game takes place on the planet Origa, and Origa is also like usually one of the better planets you can try to claim in Endless Space. I think the Vultures are also pretty much the same faction in both games, even though they play a little differently. Obviously, here they're forced to fight on foot. They're not going around spaceships. Alright, since this is the first time I'm using this DLC. Okay. So you can see, the graphics certainly have improved a bit since the days of Heroes of Might and Magic and Age of Wonders. Some might even say that it bears some similarities to like Civilization 5. I mean, it is hex-based. Let's zoom out. Okay, cool. I've played on some maps where the starting zone, the region was called splat, like the sound you make when you squash something. Okay, so we want to set up a city within movement range. So ideally, we want a little bit of everything. Oh, but you don't want to be too close to the edges of a region. I've noticed it makes it very hard to level up your city center because your city center, it only levels up when it's surrounded by 4 districts. So if you manage to wedge yourself into, like if I managed to place it there, I would never level up the city center because I only have 3 other tiles in the region. So yeah, unlike Civ, the region's kind of preset. Wherever I place my capital or my city center, it's only ever going to expand to the size of this region. One region can only have 1 city, so either I have to sell a new city in a different region, or if an enemy city is there, I have to capture that one before I can build my own if I raise it to the ground, or I can just take it over entirely if I want to, unless you play as the Cultist of Endless, in which case you can't. 50... Alright, even though this has slightly better bonuses initially, I'm going to set up here because looking at the outlines of the borders, I feel like I have slightly more expansion options here. Let me just make sure though. What is it? Well, I'm about to find out whether or not building a city center on something gets rid of the existing anomaly. I'm going to be most upset if it does. Oh, good. No. Alright. My Cordia. It's still there. Alright, so... Unlike... I forget. I think in Civilization games, generally speaking, if you build your city on top of a resource, it disappears because the city center is always a generic, slightly better yield than an average tile, which is why it's good to build city centers on top of like snow or desert or tundra when you play Civilization, because you just turn into a generic, higher than the normal plains type tile. But okay, so yeah, this is certainly enough room to expand. Okay, so let's go ahead and build the Founders Memorial. Let's go ahead and set up some sciences. Oh, that's quests. Ooh. First build Museum of Origa. First get 30 luxury. First pacify 8 villages. Uh-oh. Okay. Alright, which one is... Alright. Production. And... food. Actually, food or production first? Where am I? You know, more workers can be turned into anything, so yeah. More food first. And then science or money? Oh yeah, this faction, the Vultures, already start with 1 science tech, so... And military for exploration. Okay. So forget, 4x stands for explore, exploit, exterminate, and I kind of forget what the last one was. Pacify at least, okay. So unlike Civ, this has like heroes and quests and stuff. Well, actually, I guess Now that I think about it, Beyond Earth did have like a new like mission or quest-based system, but that's in space. Let's see. Yeah, everything's still fine. Alright, so unlike in Civ, if you want to expand your city's borders, then you have to manually build an additional district. You also don't have your workers directly on the tile you're collecting resources from. Whatever is within your city limits, you benefit from. Instead, workers you can assign to bonuses pretty much in any field you want. And then buildings provide bonuses either from the resources you're getting from their tiles or from where you're assigning your workers. So, depending on what your strategy is more. I mean, you're always going to have a mix of expanding your city physically and also increasing the number of workers. But for certain factions whose bonuses lean heavily towards one or the other, then you may go more for the kind of benefit from your city expanding or for those from your population growing. Alright. Actually, let me think. No, I want that Marine to, in fact, I probably want him to come out even before the public library so he can start exploring things for me. Science is actually, it's only taking 2 or 3 turns per science. Okay. Change the priority of building stuff. So you can build 1 city district or expansion per 2 population. Besides the graphics, the music is pretty decent. I mean, music's always been pretty decent. I remember in Heroes of Might and Magic and Age of Wonders, there are some good tracks too. Ooh, that's right, the Marine is out. Okay. No position available to create new army. Oh wait, do I need technology to send the Marine out to form an army? Hold on, let me just check and see. Armies. Wait a moment. Have I had an army this entire time? Oh man, am I... Oh, I had an army this entire time! What a fool I've been. I could have been exploring already. Okay. Don't do what I just did. If I weren't busy recording this video, I would just like restart the game. I would not accept having lost several turns worth of exploration. But you know what? It's okay. I'll restart after I'm done recording this video. So don't do what I did. When you found a city, you do have a little army to begin with, and I just uber goofed there. Oh yeah, this is normally where I would save the game. Now this only works in single player. You can't be this asinine when you're playing multiplayer, because then everyone will want to do it, and then the game would last twice as long. The reason why I saved right there is sometimes when you explore, either you get something bad, or oh, that's good, or sometimes you get nothing at all. And if I had searched that and you found nothing, then I would have reloaded the game and searched again until I got at least something. Oh, alright. Why can't I communicate? Oh, I see. They're on the other side of a cliff. The elevation doesn't match up. Okay, there. Nope, still no? That's odd. Why don't I have the option to communicate with them? No, I don't want to attack them. I want to talk with them. Do I need a science for that? Let's see. Oh, okay. So like I said, the previous game I played was with Colossus Endless. I guess they start with that. These goofballs don't know how to parlay or negotiate with other people. Okay, that's up next. Oh, that makes sense. Okay. Ooh, okay. So heroes, level up. Alright, since you're going to be staying on the field... Ooh, but you have a science boost if you're a governor. It's okay. I'll make my second hero a governor. You need to speed up the movement of your army. Alright, let's reinforce you in case bad things happen. I suppose I could send that unit to explore without a hero, but that'd be a waste of potential experience points since heroes gain experience for exploring and regular units only get experience, I think, from fighting or from being in an army with a hero that trains it. Alright, I said that I would do this for about 20 minutes, but maybe I should just keep going until the first battle, so I'll have to find someone and antagonize them. Oh wait, that would be them, right? Okay, I'll do it after I reinforce. Alright, once again, saving the game, because I don't want to walk away empty-handed. Oh, alright. Alright, armies combined, now it's stronger. Ooh, more cliffs? Okay. Save the game again. Yeah, again, this is not something you would do in multiplayer. In multiplayer, you just roll the dice and hope things work out. Like, for example, you would definitely want to invest in this science to improve the odds of looting stuff when you're playing multiplayer. In single player, you don't have to invest in that technology because you can just reload your save file. Is it cheating? No. It's gamesmanship for sure. I don't know if it's outright cheating. Well, it's single player, so... Ooh, okay, sometimes you get quests instead. Where? Okay, that's not too far away. Within 5 turns? Oh, I have to make a beeline, especially at my not great speed. What's this? Oh, it's... I hadn't dismissed it. Alright, since it's part of a quest chain, this will definitely give me something. Ooh, a weapon, but I can't actually equip it to hero until I have at least 6 titanium. So that was searching it for the quest that sent me there, but it still gives 1 just for itself, baseline. So, saving again. No! Empty location! Unacceptable! Alright, this is where I engage in a little bit of gamesmanship, and really it's just to counteract the cruel whims of RNG. Then we can look at that beautiful loading screen again. Sometimes when I'm playing by myself and I'm not recording a video, I'll actually keep doing it, even if it gives me something. If what it gives me, like, just 30 dust, it's not that great, I would just reload until I get either a treasure, a quest, or a strategic resource. But you know what? I'm not going to bore you by reloading the game a dozen times just to get something, so... Oh, the city's almost ready to expand. So yep. Oh yeah, I can zoom in really close, but it's not that useful. And if you zoom out too far, then you get to see this. Okay. It's gonna be a while before I can actually produce 40 science. Yeah, I'm a ways away, even if I reassign all my workers there. But, let's take a look at... What screen is it? Don't have enough luxuries. Well, there's no time... this isn't a time limit. It means I need to be doing that for 10 turns. But since there's no time limit, yeah, that's fine. And it's from a ruins, not from a village, so it's not like someone... if you're on a quest from a village and someone destroys a village, then you failed a quest, but you can't destroy ruins, so that's fine. I'll get back to that eventually. Okay, so I'm saving the game so I can show you both ways combat resolves. You can either resolve it automatically. Oh, alright, well I have an advantage because I have 3 units and a hero. Heroes that's usually as strong as a unit, or even stronger. I can resolve it automatically. And later on, when you have like dozens of armies going around and both sides are really huge, it's going to be tedious to fight them all. But this one's pretty simple. I'm going to show you this battle, and then that's where I'll end the video. I mean, this is already going to approach almost half an hour, which is longer than most of my reviews. Most of my reviews cut off around 20 minutes. But it's unavoidable. For 4X turn-based strategy games, playing like one of these games is going to take you like 10 or 20 hours. I mean, longer if you play like a larger map with more players, and especially if you play online with friends and you have to wait in like lobby times, connection times, you're going to be playing this game for weeks. I mean, it's a good game, but know that you are in for a huge commitment of time if you play one of these games. So what's a little different from like what I remember from Heroes of Might and Magic or Age of Wonders is you're not taken to like a special kind of almost always the same battlefield map. They actually cordon off an area of the existing region. I don't actually have to set up this close, and let me see. They're melee units. Maybe I shouldn't set this close. Let me think. Well, you know what? It's fine. You would think that you don't actually have line of sight because half this cliff or ridge is in their way, but let's see. Uh-oh, they have higher initiative. But they have a morale bonus from being between friends. Oh, they're being mean. They're ganging up on the same unit. That's not exactly realistic. You wouldn't be in a shield formation just to launch crossbow bolts, especially since you need the other hand to reload it, but, well, it is a fantasy game after all. So yeah, just like Endless Space, combat is semi-automated, so that's something that's also a little streamlined from Age of Wonders or Heroes of Might and Magic. And I still need this technology before... Actually, what technology do you need to be able to kind of convert... Oh, okay. But yeah, so this has been Endless Legend, which, again, things start off kind of small and slow. That's what she said. No, I hope not. But no, this game does get better. I think that this game is best in the mid game. Towards the end game, things get kind of massively clunky. I mean, it's an unavoidable aspect of 4X games. is when you have multiple cities and multiple armies, and like everyone's doing crazy things, then like just one battle is going to be in the end game is going to take as long as like a turn in the early game, so or mid game even, which is why if you have an advantage, you just do auto resolve. Though if it's player versus player in a multiplayer online game, then most people are going to want to fight things out because normally speaking, when it's even when one side's disastrously outmatched, like so for example, you saw this Marine here lost almost half health when I fought the battle manually, whereas with auto resolve it was less damage than that. So yeah, like I said, it's a good game. LotusCrane approved, but approved with an asterisk, as in you're only going to enjoy this if you have like dozens or really even hundreds of hours to devote to it. If you're just casual, if you're looking for like something light to pick up, this is heavy. This is meaty. This is not for the faint of heart. But yeah, if you like this video, please remember to subscribe and share the link with your friends. I'm LotusCrane, signing off.